Special assignment received. Initializing.
Hello? Boone and I, we go way back. We may disagree on many things, often and vehemently. But we do agree on what's important. We share a common goal. As long as there's darkness, we will carry the torch. Here. Everywhere. Nothing will grow if the seed be not sown. I see us as gardeners of the mind. We instill hope where we can, the will to fight where possible, the spirit to persevere where necessary. How did we end up here? This is where it all begins. There are places worse off, more dangerous, darker. But it begins here. It begins now. Where it all leads, I don't know. Neither does Boone. We're going to see it through. Wherever it takes us. Before I learned the mysteries of this world, I saw mountains as mountains, oceans as oceans, and earth as earth. When I began to gain knowledge, I came to the point where I saw that mountains are not mountains. Oceans are not oceans, and earth is not earth. But now that I've got its very substance, I'm at rest. Once again, I see mountains as mountains, oceans as oceans, earth as earth. Human life is like the dew of morning. The body of man is like a flicker of lightning existing only to return to nothingness. But that doesn't mean we won't take up arms when that infinite darkness comes to claim us. It's not the sun that threatens the dew of mankind or electricity coursing through clouds. It's something unnatural, something old and angry and bitter. And it has no place here. The secret world is truly not. It's the world in front of us, above and beneath us, no more secret than the sun and the moon in the sky. Of course, there are places and things concealed to most. I lived once in a place I cannot return to. Can't find again. I've searched everywhere, but it's lost to me. Many masters have told me that I'll only find it once I stop searching for it. But how can I? That's like asking a man blinded to stop looking for the sun. It's impossible. I believe it has nothing to do with me searching for it or not. The miracle wants me back. It will have me back. Not before then. So I keep searching. And one day, maybe, that place will reveal itself to me. Once again. When I was a kid, we built a treehouse out of scavenged wood. Lasted one long summer before the autumn winds blew it apart. Had time for my first kiss up there. Sweet as August apples. The fallen blossom never returns to the branch. But you only lose what you cling to. There's a treehouse north of here. Built to last decades, solid as the oak it's in. Kids who built it were part of a club. Called themselves the League of Monster Slayers, without a hint of irony. Because that's exactly what they were. See, the window between worlds has always been open a crack on this island. Things would sometimes slip through. Kids knew that. They feared it. But they still wanted to fight it. So they built the clubhouse as a lookout, a library, a base of operations. Been there for decades, Red tells me. Kids would grow into adults, pass the torch and the key to younger generations, so it went. The League abided, as did the treehouse, until now. The forest around the treehouse is alive and deadly. I found out the hard way. Almost got myself killed. Seems the Akab are particularly fond of that spot. Or they want to keep us out. Perhaps the kids kept something in the treehouse. Something the moths are afraid of. I wouldn't underestimate the League. Before the mountain, and by the grace of nature, I was allowed to realize I'm only a child. Club I was part of didn't fight monsters or practice magic. But we did practice other things that long, hot summer. All right. So mostly we just talked about it into the warm nights. But that was almost as sweet. Goodbye.
I forgot about Eldritch Zoidberg. Odin. Weakness is his left side. Ragman. That's one way to describe the Revenants. So first order of business, poke a dead body in Dead Man's Canyon. Oh, wrong way. What's the next one? Find the shortcut to Devil's Fork. Aha, there it is. Next we have... Enter the Cave of the Sleeping One. Where is this cave? No, just a bunch of rock, but... Nope, too far. Weird. It's gotta be around here, right? Huh, I guess I had to fight that one first. Did I miss that step? There, no, that could have been... Yeah? Okay. There's the sleeping one. Just gotta find the cave, which is probably around this way. Oh, there it is. The next step I remember is spit in the black pool.
Sweet bits in it. I like the chunky bits.
Finally enter the God Cave.
Visual tracking initiated.
Detour. These footprints are so faint. Okay. Now that the detour is over, I can return to the God Cave. Hello. All creatures inhabit a room in the ecosystem, but these things have clearly expanded beyond their usefulness, like weeds in a lawn. Bringing out the pesticide every now and again is the only reasonable way to deal with such a situation in order to achieve balance. As you have amply demonstrated, we are sometimes forced to destroy, as we are at other times forced to create or maintain, all in the name of balance. There's supposed to be a note? Oh, right. That's right. Okay. Oh, there it is. There's the note. By the powers handed down to me from WD and the drops of our blood and spit on this paper, I, DD, do declare that Cold Nail has completed the initiation ritual and is now a sworn member of the League of Monster Slayers, protectors of Kingsmouth, since 1983. 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, 2. League of Monster Slayers. It is not coincidence that the will of the dragon is found in the voice of a child. In childish terrors are the fates of 100 worlds. In a child's single-mindedness, events are laid bare to their most secret conclusions. This League of Monster Slayers saw the hidden world more clearly than the Templars or Illuminati ever did. See as a child did, unburdened by false goals or the scrabble for understanding. You will act because you must. Speak as those who rendered themselves mute. Actions echo louder than words. Wow.
Critical empowerment results.
fantastic. I wonder, should I be selling these? I don't know. Not level 20 just yet. Oh, hush.
Hello?
Hmm.
Either you've chosen as bad a time as any for a long weekend upstate, or you're here to do a day's work in the name of whatever master holds your leash. In that case, you've come to the right place. But you're not the first to come looking. Hate to break it to you, my friend. We've had all sorts skulking about. Illuminati, Templars, Dragon, Phoenicians. It's like a gold rush. They smell power, and they want a piece of it. Fishermen by a rocky shore, winds blowing wildly in a boat unmoored. Storm is coming. Boone and I, we've split the good work between us. He gets the cushy assignment up by the doorway, holding the hands of rookies. I get Deadwood here. He has a waterproof tent and hot food. I get dank cellars and animal crackers. And at least I get to play with more than rotting corpses and pale ghouls. There are strange things going on down in that abandoned amusement park. And not just an old-fashioned haunting. It's an evil place. Born of an evil man, and the souls trapped inside are screaming to be let out. Heaven and hell are both in the hearts of men, but water too pure has no fish. We need evil for good to exist. My advice to you, keep your shoulders up and your weapon drawn. This is not a good place, and whatever hides here got a taste for life, for taking it, and swallowing it. To know the road ahead, they say, ask those coming back. But if you come across bodies, there's really no need to ask. You'll know which road you're on. Hey.
Here's the Atlantic Island Park. A notorious place. They even had a standalone game made just for this place.
help you? What? Are you expecting me to open up? To tell you all about my troubled childhood, about my abusive father and how that led me to overcompensate and succeed? About why I'm here and how it all tears me up on the inside? Go dig yourself a hole and jump in it, you fucking parasite. The Atlantic Island Park. Never thought I'd be back here. Now it feels like I'll never leave. They couldn't have chosen a better spot for the apocalypse, don't you agree?
Oh. Can't even do anything
Close the
about it.
gate on your way out.
Mysterious disappearances related to the Atlantic Island Park. The prime suspects were once employees at the park, but vanished shortly after the police started investigating the disappearances. Police investigating murder on the grounds of an Atlantic Island park claim violence may be related to cult activity. Local authorities are seeking 4 park employees for questioning in relation to a string of grisly murders: Bernard Graham, Peter Dobson, John Robertson, and Oswald Shields. They presently have no information about the men's whereabouts. Embattled owner Nathaniel Winter claims the 4 were recently terminated and have no association with the park. Winter also called for calm in the face of twisted pranks and allegations. A local resident who wishes to remain nameless recalls hearing screams the night before 3 corpses were discovered by police. Thought it was just kids having a good time. Like maybe they got the roller coaster going because they were just screaming their heads off. The park's opening has been delayed by a series of violent incidents, derailments, and disappearances. It is currently slated for early next year. Probably Phoenician equipment, given the purple. The League of Monster Slayers kids weren't kidding when they said this place gets all staticky because of the boogeyman. He was fired, all right. Ugh. just like that. Where is he? Oh, come on. Leave me alone. Where is this guy? Oh, is he under there? No, he's not. Note to self, don't jump in the pool. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, he was wandering around here the whole time.
ones. Can I export that? Go to there. I know your fans are fluffy.
Phoenician base, right under everyone's noses. Is that like an abandoned house? Maybe a warehouse. Airdropped into the middle of hell. This mission went foobar faster than anything I've ever seen. We hadn't even been in the area for a few hours when shit just started coming at us out of the sea. Kept the squad together and located a safe house. Contacted HQ and said to stick to the primary objective, Atlantic Park. Oops. We spent the day setting up surveillance. All primary cameras are in place. Tracking has been set up for each of them to make them easy to find again. Okay. We saw Winter's son in the car park, apparently unharmed. One additional camera was placed to give us a good idea of his movements. We need to know where his father hid those plans. I don't know what the significance of Atlantic Park is to the organization, but this is madness. 3 of the squad are already dead. The local wildlife saw to that. I don't know the plan, but I hope this park is worth it. 2 more men have been lost to Solomon Island. Worse, it seems that other parties have taken an interest. The cameras are showing new groups penetrating the area. Some of them are clearly affiliated. We've identified Illuminati and Templar agents. Request for backup has been sent. This is out of hand. There are enemy agents all over the island. We're abandoning the safe house for a tactically sounder location. I will monitor the location remotely, and have rigged security on the surveillance, which I will check daily. So that's the security I just went through. Sucks to be them. The tracking device, okay.
Quick access inventory updated. Radar module activated. Item located. Item located. Radar module activated.
Need to go behind this thing. What do you call that? A bumper car rink? Is it a rink? Or does it? Is there another name for it, I wonder? Oh, that's right. They were surveilling.
Local
Yes,
bounty
Nathan.
detected. Initiating.
What?
Item located.
Aha. We are secret societies for a reason. Violence between us is typically concealed as much as possible. A poisoned Q-tip, a fatal prescription, a hired hoodlum in the street. We dare anyone to prove it was us. The Phoenicians keep to the shadows as well as anyone, operating out of New Carthage, a base of ships shrouded in mystery. Hiding is their strength. Something about the park draws them into the open. It's an investment they are willing to pay a great price for. Uncharacteristically, willing even to die for. Perhaps we should be investing also. Where would they keep their intel?
Special assignment
Oh
received.
man.
Initializing.
Okay, well, whatever. It's fine. It was just a hunting assignment. That's right. The little backpack they left behind. New orders. Ensure the plans are located in a timely manner. The contract specifies by the end of the year. Failing to meet the deadline is not an option. All methods are authorized. Buyer has added another clause. There's also a small item of great occult power, confirmed on premises last year, potentially composed of multiple pieces. Briefing sent separately. Deal breaker if not located and included with plans. Wow. Right. Oh, this is the main story. Lighthouse. Oh, God.
Hello?
Finally. Are you with Grayson Security? I've been trying to get a hold... No. You wouldn't happen to have a helicopter, would you? Of course not. This is private property, but I won't belabor the fact. I'm not particularly attached to it. Who in their right mind would want an abandoned amusement park on a godforsaken island in the Atlantic? Aside from Nathaniel Winter, of course. Yeah, that Nathaniel Winter. Millionaire. Mogul. Also, as it turns out, theme park tycoon. Nathaniel brought me up here during construction. And even then, there were accidents. Workers falling to their deaths. Equipment malfunctioning as soon as it was turned on. Strange whispers at night, according to the crew, coming from the rides themselves. But he was a stubborn son of a bitch, my father. The park opened against all odds right on schedule. Whole island showed up for the ribbon cutting. But the accidents continued. A roller coaster derailed, killing a family of 3. A 10-year-old kid was found, dismembered, behind the cotton candy stand. An employee in a chipmunk costume went berserk, stabbing 2 teenagers in the eye. By 1980, Nathaniel was forced to shut it all down. There were investigations. It was all over the papers. So he closed up shop. Stayed behind while my mother and I went back to Boston. Never saw the son of a bitch again. I remember Nathaniel telling me once, after the bumper cars crushed one of the engineers, that this was all par for the course. Great deeds require great sacrifice, he said. Next time I saw my father, he was in a casket. He outlived everyone and left me nothing of his fortune. Except... I don't want his money. And I didn't ask for the park, neither. All I want is answers. You can say a lot about Nathaniel Winter, but he never made a bad investment or a rash decision. So why in God's name did he build this park? I've heard them. At night. The rides? They do whisper. Goodbye.
Faction rank New rank, the army.
Don't
I remember the first time I played this quest, that scared the shit out of me, that last one. Yay, I'm level 20 now! Oh boy!
항상 돌이 함께 하세요. 눈사람은 녹지 않아요.
Here we go again. can't even approach him.
Special assignment received. Initializing.
This place offends us, an effigy to stagnation. Festivals are transient, marking the passing of old time for a moment before themselves joining it. Nostalgia can be manipulated, but the time is lost. This is the way of things. Here, a summer of night has been permitted to continue, perpetual. It serves no purpose other than as a rusting anchor to the past. And it feeds on that past. It has grown fat and strong. You are to find the power behind this place and end it. Murder the past, as it has murdered many.
Is it? I know I left it right. Oh, God, the stench. To my son, Nicholas James Winter, blah, blah, blah. Where is it? I leave my masterpiece, the Atlantic Island Park, to be restored according to my original plans? What fucking plans, Dad?
How did it go?
Don't tell me. I'm not blind or deaf. I don't believe it's a coincidence those things are drawn to the rides. The fog came the day we got here. I was supposed to fly in, but the airport was closed, so we drove all the way up from Portland. Less than an hour later, it rolled in like an avalanche. Wahid here decided to stay in the car. I headed for the highest place I could find. I didn't think of it at the time, what with those animals at my feet. But it's weird that the wheel's still working after all this time. I can't imagine the power's still on. At least not the electrical power. But that's not what this place runs on, is it? He stayed behind, my father, Nathaniel Winter, when everyone else left. And not because he didn't have anything else. He had his empire. His money, my mother. He had me. But this is the only thing he wanted. It kept him alive for over a century. It gave him power. I'm still not convinced he's not here. Somewhere, feeding on the ghosts of lost children like some kind of bogeyman. What the hell are you looking at? This is private property, you know.
You know, it never clicked until now. The 3 different times I played through this quest, it never clicked that that boogeyman is the original Nathaniel Winter, the father of the character we've been speaking to so far. and crazy. That's what it was. You were guarding it. Oh, hello. Oh, I forgot about that part. Whoops. Oh, that's right. There's a safe spot. Doy. Herpaderp. There are many mirrors of reality, all flawed, distorted, made imperfect by their resistance to change. The night terror you entered could not be permitted to exist. It was the creation of a parasite, one that took root decades ago. It had no strategy, made no plan. It was a hole left unfilled, a trap left abandoned, a foolish fear of the past. If the dragon imparts a lesson to the world, it is to never fear the past. Great fear and great anticipation is better directed at the future soon to be wrought.
Just leave me be.
Quick access inventory updated.
You're like a bad itch that can't be scratched. You know why I came up here? To sell it all off. The whole park. So that I wouldn't end up like my father. Stuck to this place. There's gravity here. I don't know who they are, but they have money. And ways to convince you that it would be in your best interest to sell. I didn't care. I didn't need to be blackmailed to sign a contract. What in the name of hell do I want an amusement park for? But now I couldn't imagine selling. It's got its claws in me like it had my father. It won't let me go. It owns me. It feeds on me. There's no escaping gravity. Time I've invested in you, I figured you'd come up with something. But all you've given me is grief. And now they're coming for me. For whatever dark secrets this tomb holds. They're like you. Special. Part of another world. A secret world. Convinced they run the place. That the rest of us are just shadows. Even if I knew how to escape gravity, even if I wanted to, something tells me I shouldn't. I don't know what'll happen to this place. And the world, if I do.
Quick access inventory updated. Temporary abilities acquired.
His monocle. I, Nathaniel Harvey Winter, of 112 Bishop Street, Boston, Massachusetts, being of sound mind, do hereby revoke all previous wills and codicils made by me. Hope I pronounced that correctly. I've never seen that word. And publish and declare the following to be my last will and testament. I declare that I am married to Elizabeth Rachel Knox. I declare that I have 3 children now living whose names and birth dates are Madeline Winter, May 15th, 1961, Nicholas Winter, November 7th, 1965, Caroline Winter, January 3rd, 1967. I have 2 deceased children. I appoint Pardon Ogilvy, a child. I appoint Hardin Ogilvy. I'm sticking to Ogilvy. To be the sole executor of this will, and I give to my son, Nicholas Winter, all my real and personal property whatsoever and wheresoever, in witness of which I have set my hand to this will, this 23rd day of March, 1980, Nathaniel Winter. The ingenious design was acquired from a very rare architect at great cost. I outbid the sailors for it on a steamship to Cairo. The design was worth every penny. I attest the mechanic's work. That is why the sailors continue to hound me. They will stop at nothing to acquire the plans. For this reason, they have been divided and concealed. Various powerful factions want us off Solomon Island, but I have gone to great lengths and spent great sums to secure our site. It is ours, and it is perfect for its purpose. Only a small piece of Henderson's farm remains. Those who know me will understand why I didn't have the heart to tear it down. Son, if you are reading this, I can only assume you have inherited something essential from me. I dare not reduce it to a name. Henderson Farm.
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
Okay. Well, this is dumb. I can't even unequip it. Oh my gosh, there was another button in the middle I didn't see. Okay. Let's try that again. could it possibly be in this range? Getting lost now. It's only within this circle. Oh, okay, well.
Temporary abilities acquired.
No. I gotta find Lover's Lake, I think it is. I went the wrong way, didn't I? Oh, wait, no, it's to my right. Yes. Oh, okay. Is that what we're doing? No? Nothing?
Temporary abilities acquired.
Of course not. Could have sworn by the second part of the plans. Okay, I need to go back to Henderson Farm. That's where I found the first fragment. Oh, God. All it told me was that it was at Henderson Farm. This one is a tough quest. The investigations and all their puzzles can be so challenging.
Just leave me be.
Hold on. I'm gonna take a hint here. Let's see. This one's gravity. Okay. Okay, plans are in my inventory, it says. Oh, wrong plans. Derp. Okay. So, parking is where I'm at. Okay, bumper cars and then Octotron.
You must have me confused with someone else.
Temporary abilities acquired.
What is this? Oh, okay. That's right, I need to equip a different lens. Or not. What's the next hint? Okay.
Temporary abilities acquired.
Ugh. Well, that was bad. Hmm. Yeah. Eldritch Scourge is going to be a good one whenever I do unlock it. Until then, I have to stick with what I've got. Okay. So, it's plastered on here somewhere.
Temporary abilities acquired.
Seriously? Just trying to look around here. Some kind of gate? So it's gotta be on there then. I don't know what the heck is going on. Oh my gosh, it was backwards. Okay. There it is. Okay. So it's between the bumper cars and the Autotron. Okay. Okay, I see a trail. Somewhere along this line. Aha. Oh, that was a different pose. Huh.
Temporary abilities acquired.
Octotron and the roller coaster. So nice to see that that's about. Okay, the very center. Okay. Darn. Maybe I should be going in order. Nope. In reverse, perhaps. Nope. Okay. Overload the circuit. How do I do that? Channeling occult power into himself. Still doesn't tell me. Aha, it was in reverse. Okay. Cool. Nathaniel Winter believed he could obtain occult power in 4 easy steps. Find the architect who sails the Calypso Deep. Outbid the Phoenicians for his anima capacitor design. Use the design to build a park that harvests occult energy, and then infuse it into himself. Countless deaths and dollars later, one must conclude that occult power requires much more than deep pockets and the screams of children. It was an enlightening test. We learned how someone with near infinite means would go about constructing a capacitor. Perhaps more importantly, we learned how far a man would go to acquire what he could never have. The architect has been informed of the results. That was fun. Very fulfilling. I wonder how much more of that lore gets delved into in the park game. Be cool to find out. Where did I leave that parking Okay,
open
the
up
same dialogue.
to tell you all about my troubled childhood, about my abusive.
Well, that was fun. That took a lot out of me, though. Goodness gracious. Ugh. Oh, right. Okay, I'll save that for next time. Once again, to all viewers, both present and future, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye!